While it may seem in this clip that it was 100% my aiming, we're gonna break down the clip and I'm gonna tell you how it's only like 30% aim. So first of all, we have this beautiful flash to give us a timing to get into a safe position and make progress. As we're walking, we can see that Jet is on the left side, which means that he might try to fight again. That's why we flash. We are immediately pre-aiming the right side, because if he was on the left side, remember, he would be in the open and he would be flashed. After that, we get behind cover, take a look at the minimap and see that my Clove is fighting. And that's the perfect timing for me to go ahead and fight. A little bit late, but still works out. I immediately reposition myself after taking contact, and then I'm trading my Sky if needed. I can see that she's about to peek, so a 2v1 here would be perfect. Now we can get behind cover, look at the minimap, assess the information again. We heard the Gecko backside, my chamber is going to be there in time to hold my left side, so I flash the right side to delay him and distract and threaten a peek. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Happy and I'm an immortal high-level coach. In this series, I help you improve your game sense and talk about how to get an advantage on every single fight that you take. If you're tired of being stuck in the same rank, I strongly suggest joining the premium tier of my group, which will be linked down in the description. Inside, I talk about the purpose of every single role, how to learn a new skill, and most importantly, how to play your character. So if you're someone who's serious about improving in Valorant, I suggest you join. Let's get to the video. Most characters can actually play the super strong post-plant position on C, which you're probably not doing because I don't see this being played in my lobbies. Alright, so this time I'm gonna use a flash. Usually I don't flash and just peek. And that's, I do get punished in higher ranks for it. The plan is pretty simple. You stand in a position, you see the door open, you help the teammate fight the door. Sometimes there's a messed up smoke and you can get the door kills for free. If I don't get anyone in the open area from waterfall, then we have another angle to fight from. Flashing. This angle happens when enemies try to slip past and push into side very quickly. After killing Clove, I decide to just reposition, because repositioning is always the best play after making any contact. My one formula to defending a push, if you don't know what else to do, is to util dump the choke point and then fight anyone who pushed through. A couple of rounds later, we're using the same strategy, but this time instead of mollying the choke point, we molly where enemies would land, because there's already a Killjoy molly on the choke point. Twice in a row, we kill Jet from behind. This guy is immortal, by the way. A little more nuanced lesson, and that is if you are like 5v2ing, 5v1ing, the guy is gonna hold some weird stuff because he doesn't want to commit on the fight. That's why you see me pre-fire this very weird angle. He's doing this so he can take 1v1s, and if he was wide, he would have to fight at least a 3v1 in this situation. For this A main push to actually work, very often Jets or Razes or Neons have to dash rubble to create a crossfire so that all of our util would actually make sense, and then the guy who is rubble can punish the enemies off of that. Because our Jet played pretty passively, we're now stuck and we're losing. But here we arrive at another lesson. If the enemy is in an open area, flashing him is super nice. If you have cover and an enemy is in an open area, flashing him is super nice. Tomorrow. And it works with every single flash character. If you have cover and an enemy is in an open area, just flash it. You can be a Breach, you can be a Reyna, you can be a KO, anything works. Whenever you're going to be, one of the most important things to do is to take a link. That's why you shouldn't smoke a link if you are a controller player. So we get on the side after the molly flashed through the spike, and now we could go a link, but there's like 3 people and I don't have any flashes. Clove reses, so instead of giving her the pick, I run away. That's the best case scenario, because even if I die to another person, Clove potentially dies because she doesn't find anyone. We get a kill with an off angle and then we go for the trade. We're defending a site on Breeze with a Phoenix, and the good thing about knowing exactly what your character is supposed to do, that's why I create these courses, is because you can make progress in any situation. Because they did not attack our backside and the smokes are dropping, I start to already retake in case anyone is cubby. Like that little molly. It's a 5v1, we're rolling them down and the last guy's 1 HP, so we aim at the body, not the head. Oh wow. Random fact, whenever people try to push through the smoke, they will always be hugging one side of the wall. I can hear the person running at me, so I spam amongst the wall. Yeah, hug the wall and push in, huh? Viper pops ult, so I pop ult back. We get a pick, and if you didn't know, flashes actually still work in the Viper's pit, so that's pretty cool. I don't know where Sova is yet, and because there's a Viper pit, they like to randomly peek through the smoke. That's why you can see me just try to catch them on timing. And then I finally do catch him on timing by swinging this. Oh wow. I missed everything, but that's very contra, dude. I was expecting the enemy Reyna who tried to hug the wall and push through the smoke not do the same thing again. But guess what? I literally punished you the last round for doing this dumb shit. You're gonna do it again? We all do these subconscious plays that we do every single round. It's just a matter of whether the enemy is going to punish you for it. Wait, Reyna's not dead. She's coming in. And then she gets caught in a crossfire. This Reyna demonstrates why in some games you're match MVP and in others you bottom frag. It's because you're falling into the enemy's playstyle which counters your playstyle. And if you don't adapt, you're just gonna lose. I mean, we have a Chambers ult. I thought nobody would push through a Viper's pit and Chambers ult, but here we are. I take a nice off angle to immediately trade the Chamber. And just like I talked in the beginning of the video, after you make a contact, always reposition. So I just made contact middle, and we have 0 space control on A, and enemies know that because I was ulting mid and Jet got one with an operator, so it's better for me to take this 1v1 than letting them get onto site. Once again, after killing Chamber, I go all the way around because repositioning is the king in this game, truly. If Jet makes contact from middle right now and doesn't die, I can very easily come with a flank, because last time they saw me on bridge. You serious, man? So I fall back on the second rule: if the teammate fucks up your plans, bait them. Cannot know about. Because Mix cannot hear me, he still doesn't know that I am with Jet. But once we have all the control, I smoke off the spike, and we have a very big 2v1 advantage. I also have my flash. And then my flash got stuck.
Good job.
Bro, my flash didn't work. Jet with the maximum bait. I thought he would realize, like, okay, Phoenix is going for the big flanks. I'm gonna, you know, not reveal his position. It's super weird, but enemies are more likely to sit in a Phoenix molly than to peek. Alright, bro is just chilling. Bro is just chilling. Also, where's the wall? How much gas? He's full on gas. He's full on gas. Thank you everyone for watching. Comment down your favorite clip and I'm gonna respond to every single comment. Also, if you're serious about improving in Valorant, you wanna get even better game sense, join the premium tier of my group, link in the description. See you guys tomorrow.